All right, this one's a little bit different. This is kind of just to show why I didn't use FSD on my way home last night. Once we get going forward. All right, so as you can see from the visualization, it can barely make out the sides of the roads, and what it thinks is the sides of the road isn't most of the time. It might be right now, but it's kind of queuing. I think it's queuing in on the tracks in the snow, thinking half the time that that's an edge of the road. Um, you'll notice it up here in a little bit when we get onto a main road. This is still a kind of a side road. Also, I don't know if the two side cameras are going to come out well in this. When I'm doing the editing, they keep speeding up faster than the other frames. The above and bottom are the top and bottom Tesla cams, and the left and right are the left and right Tesla cams. I grabbed those footages from the car itself. And then in the middle is the main display for the car, which shows us what the car is seeing or not seeing, as it may be. So once this light turns green, I'm gonna go. Somebody just ran that light. So obviously the car doesn't know where it's at. Most of the time, see the little steering wheel up in the top of the screen there? If that's not showing at all, it means that I can't use FSD. Right now I could turn it on, but as you can see, the lines are disappearing and reappearing all the time. So it really doesn't know what's going on. Once this light turns green, we're going to go through this interchange and it's going to completely lose the lane lines. And I mean, I couldn't even see the lane lines. I'm just basically driving off of memory of knowing what this road looks like, what it's supposed to look like underneath all the snow. And one thing you'll notice is the car in front of me goes into the other lane, and then I pass it on the side because this lane actually goes around over on this side. But as you can see from the car's display, it can't tell where the lane is supposed to be. So I'm going to let this run probably up until we get onto the next section after this turn. Um, at that point, for most of the straight trip here, you'll see that it thinks it knows where the lanes are, but half the time it's wrong. Later on in another section of straight road, it's going to be claiming there's a center lane, which in this section I'm about to turn onto, there is a center lane. But later on, there's a section where it claims there's a center lane, but there's definitely not a center lane there. I don't know how full self-driving will ever address that. I don't think there's any kind of technology to see through the snow. I mean, this will almost have to be some kind of infrastructure sensor, third party sensor mechanism that actually gets embedded in the road or something to be able to detect it through the snow. So right now, well, it keeps saying that full self-driving is available, but as you can see, it doesn't even have the side of the roads. It doesn't have any lines. It doesn't. It doesn't know what's going on here. It sees the lights. I think in a little bit it starts. Yeah, every once in a while it picks up lane lines, and I don't know if it's actually seeing lane lines or if it's just seeing tracks in the snow. All right, I think from here I'm gonna just let it run. I'll just do double speed for now, and unless something pops up, I don't really think there's really much more to say about this trip. It's just like right now, there is a middle lane here. Is that really the middle lane? I don't know. I think it's just that that's pretty much solid snow. So maybe it just assumes that's the center lane. Um, I know I couldn't see looking ahead out the front window where the uh, dotted, well, see, it doesn't really know where the lane markation is between the two lanes going in my direction. Those keep going, well, underneath my car, basically, and then they show up way outside. So it really doesn't know where the lines are, and I'm pretty sure at this point there should still be a center lane, so a center turn lane. So when that disappears, it's lost it because this road almost all the way to the turn is a 5-lane road. All right, I'll just play it through from here.